Hey guys, Julie Saillant, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am your resident unicorn. For all of you sevens, today we're going with life path number 7. I am so excited to be doing this video for you. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome to the family. If this is, you keep coming back, I really appreciate you watching the videos and commenting. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is how I'm growing the channel. And don't forget to comment because I respond to all the comments and I love talking with you guys and I really appreciate you so much. So I'm a gifted healer. I was born this way. I am someone who is a light worker, who's a healer. I can see where there's negative or blocked energy within you, and then I can remove that and use light language to basically bring you back to center. So my job is to help you find your gifts, help you learn how to use your gifts, and then from there we get you in alignment so that you can vibrate out into the world exactly at the high vibration that you should be at, and then everything good will come towards you versus you trying to reach out there and grab it, which is a lot harder. I'm also an animal communicator. I can talk with animals that are here or have passed on. So if you would like to work with me, which I'd love to work with you, we can do that as well. All the information will be in the description box below. I work with people one-on-one for 3-6 months, many months at a time, or I can just do a simple one visit with you as well, all done via Zoom. So thank you so much for being here. I would like to just let you know, so if this is your first time here, everything I do is through numerology, right? You get your life path number with your birthday. So you take the month, the year, and the day that you were born. You add up all those 3 numbers and then add up those numbers together and then bring it down to the lowest number possible. So for the 7s, you guys are the seekers. So you guys love information, you love wisdom and knowledge, which is why you're here. You love studying, you're very spiritual. You are very observant. You always look for the deeper meanings. Very strong mind, intuitive, very mysterious. You you need silence to regain your strength, which is a lot of us 11s as well do the same thing. You are very open, but you're also, so you have this thing where you're 50% intuitive and 50% analytical, and that is a gift for sure, right? But the hard thing is for you is that a lot of times they go against each other, right? Because if you're super intuitive, you're relying on your intuitive mind and creative processes to get through situations. If you're getting a lot of information logically, that's completely opposite from being intuitive. So what happens is with you folks is you won't trust one or the other. Very few of you are able to blend them side by side so that they work for you. It's either you trust one or the other, right? And this is something that I'd really like to help you get through today if I can. I'd like to give you a couple of tools to help you through this. So I am someone who's a channeler, right? I work with the angels, I work with totem animals, and I also work with your ancestors. These messages are timeless. Hopefully you will hear something that will work for you and it will resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't try to make it fit. It'll be for the next time, hopefully as well. That will be perfect for you as the message goes. So before we get started, I'd really like to just take a moment to center yourself because I always do this for myself and for you. So I would just like you to focus on your heart. And as we take a deep breath in, please open your heart up as much as you possibly can. The goal is to get it bigger than you, bigger than the room that you're in, bigger than the city you're in, and then bigger all the way up to the stratosphere, as big as possible. So this will allow you to lower some of your protection. I've already got all of my team here. So let's just take a deep breath in, Open your heart as big as possible, let it out. Take another deep breath in, open your heart even more, and let it out. I'd just like for you to now to focus on keeping your heart open and asking any questions that you might have in your mind. I ask all of your ancestors to please come forward so that they can give me any information that pertains to you. And in the meantime, I'd like to ask Archangel Michael to please step forward and remove any negative energetic cords from you to others or from others to you that are not serving your highest purpose. So we just have them remove those cords. Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so right off the bat, they're telling me that there are many of you out there that do not trust yourselves. And that's very common, right? Based on what I just told you, either trust your intuition or you trust your logic, right? It's either one or the other. And if you're one of the few that's actually learned how to marry these, and congratulations, that's awesome. But a lot of you have not. And that makes it difficult for you to, well, kind of like you're only running 50% of your power, right? Because if you only trust your intuition and you're letting go of your logical, that's wonderful. But the whole 50% over here that's logical, you're leaving out to the side. So either way, you're only running at 50%. And I'd really like you to get to 100%. So I'd just like to ask your ancestors, what would help you in learning how to either work with your intuition more or work with your logic more? Okay, so they're saying that all of you need both sides to be successful. You need your intuitiveness and your logical side. And what they're showing me is for you to be in perfect balance and harmony, you need to accept all of this. And the way through this is self-love. Now, I know that sounds funny. It may not even sound like, that's not going to help me, Julie. How's that going to help? Well, let me explain. There's so many of you out there that don't even like yourselves. And I go through this with all the signs. And that's because I've been doing this for a while myself, right? When you discount part of who you are not trusting in yourself. And therefore, you're leaving 50% of your power on the table, inaccessible to you, only because you don't understand how to work with everything that you're being given, right? So your ultimate tool is to have the intuition and the logic merge together, right? There's always a part of you that's holding back, no matter how much knowledge or information you have, because you doubt yourself. Now, if you're logical, all your information comes from books, from online, from stuff that you learn from other people, and you trust that way more than you trust your intuition. So I'm going to take a bet that a lot of you focus on the logic and not the intuition, because the intuition is something that comes from within. Your intuition is your heart, is your mind, is your soul, and your highest self saying, hey, go this way, or hey, that's not going to serve you. You need to go over here. And for a lot of you, since you can't quantify it, you write it off. And you're saying like, it could be a one-off, like once in a while I get this. But a lot of times what you don't understand is that your intuition will always be from your higher self, will always be to your best benefit. You should always listen to it. But here's the part that doesn't work for you. It can sound different. And what I mean by that is it sounds completely off the charts. Like it can sound like something that doesn't make sense, right? Just like I always give the kind of my experience, which was one of them professionally, was I'm going for an interview to a very large company. It's all that you think it would ever be. You're making great money. It's a great job. But inside, my intuition and my higher self is saying, you're not going to be happy here for long. This is not you. You're not using your gifts, and you'll be bored and it won't work for you at some point. Now, the logical side says, bullshit. This is a beautiful opportunity, right? I'm going to make good money. It's a great company, very solid. I'm working for someone who's very powerful that will give me access to people who are super smart. I can learn a lot, right? It's going to be awesome. But then again, your intuitive side comes in and goes, yeah, that's all true, but that's not you. You're not born to sit in a cubicle. You're not born to be subservient. You're more of a leader, right? And you won't be happy here for long. You may be in the beginning, might take a year, but after that, you're going to say, why am I here? This is not working for me. And what looked like an amazing opportunity turns into a slow death. And I know some of you right now are going through that, and this is why. The reason why is, one, you're not using your gifts. Two, you're not listening to your intuition. And three, it sounds crazy, right? Your intuition could literally say to you, you know what, you don't belong here. You need to pick up everything you own and you need to go to another coast. Your intuition could be saying, the person that you think looks great for you right now is not right for you. Change gears. Your intuition could be saying, I know you've been doing this for a long time and I know you're good at it, but there's actually something better that would make you A, happier, and B, be more successful at. And your logic side is going, I don't think so. I'm doing this for a while. I make really good money. People know who I am. I don't want to switch gears right now. That's my dramatic side calling. But guess what? Your intuition is not dramatic, and your intuition always, always, always is correct. Like always. They're telling me that so many of you, they want to help. Your ancestors want to help you, but you are ignoring them. You're pushing them away because you think that it's not real. They're not real. They're just made up in your head. If you're hearing your ancestors or someone that you go to a reading with, or you see something online, they're telling you to use your ancestors are talking to you, and you're going, yeah, that's really cool, but I don't believe it. It's not for me, right? It actually is for you. Your ancestors are here. I'm talking to them right now, and they're trying to talk to you. Now, to do this, you need to ask your ancestors to come through. It's so super simple. Just say, I'd like to bring all my ancestors through right now. Please come through and be with me right now. But then you actually need to listen to them and ask them questions. What is it I'm missing? Why does my intuition say this and it seems so off base, but why do I feel like that's the right way to go? Because it is the right way to go. They're asking me to ask you to trust your logic as much as you trust your intuition. In other words, as easily as you trust your logic, trust your intuition. Because if you can get to the place where you can marry the two, it is magic. It will be your superpower because nothing will get by you. Because you're actually sitting with almost two different minds. And this is in a good way. Because what gets by your intuition won't get by your logic, and vice versa. It can go the other way as well. They're showing me that there's people that only rely on their intuition and not their logic, and they're saying the same rule applies. You must trust yourself. In the end, it's all you, right? It's 50% and 50%. So that's why they're going back to self-love. And a lot of you out there talk terribly to yourselves. You don't listen to yourselves. And the things that you say, you never say to another being on this planet. You never would. They're asking me to ask you to have patience with yourself, to know that it's one step at a time, to know that it's a journey and not a destination. There are a lot of you out there that are running for the destination and not paying any attention to the journey. And there are very important life lessons here right now, in the now, not in the past, not in the future, in the now, right now, as I'm talking to you, that you need to pay attention to. That you're not. You're either back here in the past or you're fully forward. And this right now, this present, you're just ignoring. And it's hurting you. It's not helping you. Some of you feel very far behind and you're losing your strength. To regain your strength, the only way is to go within. The answers are not outside of you. The answers are within you. And the answers are asking yourself, asking your ancestors, how can I be better? How can I be different? What is it that I need to incorporate into my life to make these changes? Your whole shadow lies in the mistrust of yourself, in the mistrust of your intuition, because you're always seeking wisdom from far and wide, but you're blocking your own inside of you. Does that make sense? So there's a problem, and your natural inclination is to go far and wide. I'm going to find it, right? I'm going to search out a guru. It's going to be online. I'm going to listen to something. And that's all great. But they're saying most of the time, this is one of your biggest shadow processes that you need to course correct, is that the answer is not outside of you, it's within you. And that comes from self-love and self-trust. They go together. Self-love and self-trust are a superpower. And as I've been saying to the other numbers lately, this is my mantra, right? Either help me or get out of my way. Anybody that doesn't believe in what I do, if they diminish me, if they think it's stupid, if they don't understand it, if they don't agree with it, if they think I'm lying, if they think I'm full of it, I don't care. Like a year ago, that would have really bothered me and hurt me. And it did. And it's actually stopped me from moving forward because I was like, if the people closest to me don't get me, how can these other people get me that I'm just knowing, like from business or an acquaintance or a colleague? But actually, what's really happening is Spirit wants you to have the momentum to believe in your mind and your intuitive and logical hits. Everything is within you. All you have to do is ask. And if you don't know, ask your ancestors, ask your spirit guides, ask Spirit, ask Lord Shiva, ask whatever you believe in. But then take that as a grain of salt and move forward with it, right? When you do not trust yourself, that's a huge shadow that needs to be looked at and released, because you have all of the answers within you. Let me see. I pulled four cards for you today. I read oracle cards. I'm a gifted, I don't need cards. I just pull them because they help me keep on track and for you to look at something. The first one you got under the moon healing was the buck moon. Look, again, I can't make this up, right? I don't look at these, they just fall out. This is a beautiful card. It's a buck. If you can't see it, you're listening to me via audio. It's got the beautiful moon, yellow moon, with a big, huge buck deer underneath it. And the moon is actually within the buck's antlers. It's beautiful. But the words underneath it are the most important part. It says, look into the root cause. This is what I've been saying, the root cause. What is it that's stopping you from believing in yourself, from believing in the information that you have within? What is it? What's stopping you? Why don't you believe it? Well, I tried once and it didn't work out for me. But did you give it enough time? Did you follow it all the way through? There's components here. It's not just like, okay, I trust myself, but you need to implement what they tell you, right? Were you disconnected or connected? Looking into the root cause means I believe myself no matter what's told to me, because I know what's told to me is either my intuition, my higher self, or my spirit guides, my angel guides, my totem animals, right? Because they're sentient beings and they'll never lie to me. They're here on my team. They're part of my team and they're here to help me. You've got to look deep, but within. For the Egyptian astrology, you got Isis, god of healing, magic, and protection. Creative, fun-loving, straightforward. That's Isis. Being creative, being fun-loving, being straightforward. They're telling me that a lot of you are so serious because you guys are the seekers and you have a lot to do with wisdom, right? You love to seek wisdom and knowledge, learning always. And I love that too, because I love to learn. I feel as if you're not learning, you're dying. Honestly, I feel that way. It doesn't matter what, just always learn something every day, right? But you guys go deep. But what you don't do sometimes is you get so caught up, you don't have fun anymore. Isis wants you to have fun. The more fun you have, the lighter your spirit. The lighter your spirit, the more open you are. The more open you are, the more information comes in. The more information comes in, the more you believe. Do you understand? You also got a Scorpio. Now I'm a Scorpio. This is me showing up for you guys. Seek beyond the veil. Seek beyond the veil. What is it that you're being told that you're not listening to? And I'm feeling like some of you you have been told something over and over and over again. Like you're getting told like 50 times. And you're like, still like, nope, 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 nope. I share this story when I work with people. You're paying me to help you through something and give you information and or to bring you information or your spirit guides or your totem animals. I'm the one that will call to them with my team. They come so that they come to you. And I've had clients where I bring them this information and then they just go, no, I'm not ready. And I'm like, what? What? You realize I have a sentient being here next to next to me for you, right? This is not like a little thing. They come when they're ready. They don't come when I call. They come when they're ready, when they think you're ready. So if you think you're ready and then they come through me and they want to talk to you and you go, I'm not ready, it's kind of like a huge insult. You have to understand the energetic spiritual world. Courtesy is huge, huge. Always say thank you, please. I'm humbled. I have an open heart. I appreciate you. It's a big deal. Be ready. Seek beyond the veil. The answers are there for you, within you, but the answers come from outside of you, your higher self and your power, to inside of you. Now acknowledge it. And lastly, my favorite, fixed star, so you got Draco, of the dragon. I love dragons. Evolution through love, Kundalini energy, and fire of life. This dragon is sleeping under the stars. Dragons, again, sentient beings. Some of you may not know they exist. They do exist. They do. They only come to those who believe in them, who are ready for them. You cannot control them. You can't control any of these sentient beings. They come when they come, they leave when they leave. They are sentient beings from the fifth dimension, way above that. Dragons are way above that. They're like 11 and up. They're hugely beautiful, beautiful beings of light. They are smart. They have wisdom. They have love. They will protect you. They're amazing creatures. But they only come to those who believe in them, who are ready for them and respect them. If those three things are not in order, they will not come to you. They will not. They said, why would we come to somebody who doesn't believe in us? We don't waste our time with those people. You have the opportunity here to change your entire life. If you can marry your intuition and your logic with self-love and self-acceptance, and knowing that what's coming towards you is meant for you at all times. So I hope this helped you guys. I love you all. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel, so like the videos and leave comments and let me know if this helped you. And I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you soon, guys. All right, thanks so much.